Hello folks, Tiso here. This is a follow-up guide for Azhdaha, the weekly boss. However, I'll be doing something a little different at the start this time. I have my first affiliate link and it's with LoveHandle. They provide useful grip attachments on your phone. The grips come with a large variety of designs and you can even make your own. You can put them on your phone, tablets, or anything else that you need to carry around. They also have shipping around the world. If you feel like trying it out, click on my affiliate link in the description below. And now, back to the Azhdaha guide. This is mainly for the Pyro and Cryo forms that he has. You can tell what element he'll have by looking at the door before entering the domain. After being imbued by certain elements, he will take half the damage from that element. However, physical damage will stay the same throughout the fight. His phase 1 is exactly the same. If you have a melee DPS, stick to attacking the butt. If you are ranged, then go ahead and shoot from anywhere far away. My previous guide already went over the phase 1 attacks, but I'll quickly review them here. One update I want to add is about Azhdaha's jump attack. You can dodge both earthquakes by spamming the dash button. The important part is timing the first one correctly. If you do, the second one will automatically dodge as well. In phase 1, after some time he will dive underground. Normally, he will emerge in front of you. However, if you look at the edge of the arena or walk around it, he cannot spawn there, so he comes back up in the middle of the arena. Once again, the easy way to dodge this attack is to casually walk around the outside. You don't even need to run. Once you see him pop up in the middle, you can slowly stroll towards the center as well until he comes back up a second time. He still has a stomp that pulses 3 times that does the element he's imbued with. I am still unable to dodge the side slam with a dash. I think there's just too many active frames. If you see this attack and you are too close, you might need to use your elemental burst to avoid damage. You can check out my original guide for more details on each attack. Click on the icon on the top right to check it out. Once his health reaches a certain point, he'll begin his second phase. This time, he'll be imbued with Pyro. He has one new attack in the Pyro phase. He will summon a lot of meteors that do damage and burns the area it impacts. They have a very large AoE, and that spot stays burning for quite a while. Make sure to not go near them. When the AoE targets you, you'll need to dash out of the way. Just walking is not fast enough, as you can see here.
I am sorry.
He can also shoot some fireballs from some of his other attacks, but you don't have to worry about it too much. They still behave mostly the same. When you drop his health low enough for phase 3, he'll be imbued with Cryo. Once again, you cannot damage him beyond a certain point. Oh, you can use the same animation skip trick that I showed in the previous video. Just swap characters at the right time when he starts the cutscene. He has 3 new attacks in this phase. One of them is to dive down with his tail sticking out. You can still damage the tail and he will summon a lot of ice meteors in the air. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. They behave pretty close to the fire meteors from phase 2. It is best to focus on dodging instead of attacking the boss. Getting hit once will apply a dot on you, which will do a lot more damage over time. You can use Xinyan or Bennett or Jean to cleanse this debuff. Also, when you get hit, you have your move speed reduced. This makes it harder to avoid the attack, so it's best to just avoid them from the start. You can be a little greedy and go in for some extra hits, but it's not safe. This is my melee team trying to get some extra damage in during this phase. I can get a couple hits in, but it's not really worth it, so just focus on dodging instead. Another new attack is the Ice Shards. You know this attack is coming when the ground underneath him glows a cryo blue. This means he will summon a giant ice ball in the air that will periodically shoot out ice shards. These shards will home in on you and will be very difficult to dodge if you are under the ice ball. I suggest to not attack and run away. Being farther away makes these ice shards really easy to dodge. Around the same time, he can shoot down 4 ice spikes that target you. This is similar to the ice ball attack where it lands and then does an AoE. Just keep moving and dashing to avoid them. There will be continuous cryo damage where it lands, so make sure not to go backwards. You can save stamina by doing zigzags instead of dashing, but make sure you don't backtrack and overlap to an unsafe spot. His melee attacks will be imbued by cryo, and his tail slam will be hitting wider. This is very similar to the electro tail slam, so when he does this, you need to be farther to the side to avoid it. After a little while, he'll do both the Pyro and Cryo attacks at the same time. This can be very hectic, so it's best to just stay away and focus on dodging. You can go back in to attack once the boss is done having a tantrum. If you get hit, you can use certain characters to remove the dot. Xingqiu and Diona's elemental skill can remove the Pyro dot, while Bennett and Xinyan can remove the Cryo dot. Jean's elemental burst can still cleanse everything. You can also bring a Geo character and shield through the damage. And that's my update for Azhdaha with the new elements. Hope this helps you out at least a little bit. As always, thanks for watching and have fun out there, traveler.